What's up guys, Aaron Bennett here. In this video, I'm going to talk about Binance because there's a lot of FUD, a lot of action happening with Binance. I'm going to talk about the Mazars Group deleting their proof of reserves audit. I'm going to talk about SBF buying out CZ's $2.1 billion stake in FTX, and could that entire $2.1 billion be clawed back in the bankruptcy? I'm going to talk about, is there a bank run? Are they insolvent? And also sending funds between Binance and Binance International. So I'm going to talk about all of those things in this video and then let you know what I'm doing. So not too long ago, Binance released their proof of reserves to calm the market down. And the accounting firm was a group called Mazars Group. And basically, they took down the proof of reserves audit from their website. But I will counter that, saying that they stopped all crypto audits, not just Binance. They also audited Crypto.com, KuCoin, and they removed all of those audits from their website. And the reason we believe that Mazars Group stopped all the audits and removed them is because right now the climate since FTX went down is that they just don't want to participate and be involved in any crypto audits or crypto companies right now. So let's talk about SBF buying out CZ's stake in FTX last year. So it was a $2.1 billion transaction, but CZ, the CEO of Binance, says they just have about $500 million left of that, since most of it was in FTT token. And let's take a look at the computer, what CZ said yesterday live on the news.
In 21, Sam Bankman-Fried said that he bought you out, your stake in the company. I imagine he transferred funds to you, likely somewhere between $2 and $3 billion. Is that right?
I remember it was $2.1 billion at the time. And a big chunk of that is in FTT tokens, which are now worthless.
So he literally says a big chunk of that $2.1 billion was in FTT tokens, which CZ again says is worthless.
So he sent you FTT tokens, and you believe that the majority of the $2.1 billion was that?
It's a combination of, I believe it was a combination of BUSD, BNB, and FTT. I don't know the exact combination now, but it's probably about... I don't remember exactly, but FTT is a big chunk. And that's why we still had, even after the FTT price dropped over the last year, we still had $500 million worth of it, $580 million worth of it on the day when we transferred from the address we received a year and a half ago. We never touched it. We actually kind of forgot about it.
So CZ said he kind of forgot about $580 million of FTT token. I don't know about you, but I don't think I'm ever going to forget about $500 million of money. So the real question now is that $2.1 billion that Sam paid CZ to get him out of the company, will they need to pay that $2.1 billion back to FTX victims because it would be viewed as what's called a fraudulent conveyance? Will that money be clawed back and be given back to the FTX creditors? So if there is a clawback, most likely it won't be $2.1 billion. One reason for that is because they may take the price of FTT on the day of the bankruptcy petition. So since FTT crashed quite a bit before FTX declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy, they won't need to come up with the full $2.1 billion, again, because the price of FTT is much lower than when they transferred it to them. And taking a look at the computer, CZ was on CNBC, I believe yesterday, and he said that many Big Four firms, meaning the Big Four accounting firms, do not know how to audit crypto exchanges.
Would you be able to handle it if somebody asked you for $2.1 billion back? Would that be okay? Would you be able to still withstand things?
We're financially okay.
Including you have $2.1 billion to give away. If somebody came to claw that back, you'd still be fine?
We'll let the lawyers handle it. We are financially strong.
So CZ was just asked, if you need to give back $2.1 billion, can you do that? He said, we are financially strong and we will let our lawyers handle that. So let's talk about withdrawals and a bank run. So taking a look at this chart, it shows a lot of withdrawals from Binance over the last week. And most of it, almost $6 billion of withdrawals, happened on one day, December 13th. And even with these massive withdrawals, experts who can look at the blockchain say that there are still $55 billion or more of reserves in Binance. So the people defending Binance right now are saying that it is nothing like FTX. FTX was in big trouble very soon after a lot of people started withdrawing funds off their exchange. Now, at the end of this video, I'll talk about what I'm doing and what I would tell my friends to do in this situation, but I am covering both sides here just to give you a full perspective. And finally, I want to talk about this story that just came out from Dirty Bubble Media, who has been covering Celsius, FTX, Voyager, and he has been very accurate about everything that has happened. He says that Binance US receives $10 million in USDT from Binance's main wallets. These are not separate entities. Funds are commingled across the entire Binance network. Binance US is a front just like FTX US is. So this is a new story, a new allegation, but if this is true, then this is not good. This is commingling funds between a US registered entity, Binance US, and also the Binance International entity, which is a completely separate business, or should be. So guys, what do I think about what's going on? Well, I do not have crypto on Binance. I haven't been storing crypto on centralized exchanges for months. I think that is a terrible idea. I think you should use exchanges to trade, and if you want to have some limit orders, keep a little bit there if you want, but everything is up for Chapter 11 these days. Now, I will say that BUSD, their stablecoin, is not issued by Binance. It is issued by Paxos, which is backed by US dollars and treasury bills. So that is a stablecoin that I have heard is pretty good. I would personally trust USDC Circle more than BUSD, but regarding stablecoins, that's probably a separate video that I can make. So to sum up, I would tell friends, get your money off of Binance. I wouldn't be holding a ton of BNB token right now. I still have some. I'm probably just going to hold on to it, and if it goes up, great. If it goes to zero, it's not going to bother me. So guys, that's it for the video. Hope this was helpful. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.